For most people, their home is their biggest investment, and real estate prices in the Greater Toronto Area are the highest they have ever been. And when you see your home value has grown this high, a lot of people start thinking, when is the right time to sell their property? And that's what I want to talk about with you in this video and go over the 5 mistakes that I see home sellers make and that you can avoid when selling your home. There's a lot of hype and everything that you see in the media and the news. Some people might sell for the wrong reasons or have unrealistic expectations because of everything that's going on out there. I really want to help you as a homeowner when making the right decision for you and your family. I'm Maria Ho, local real estate agent and team lead of Maria Homes here in Mississauga and the Greater Toronto Area. And we help hundreds of families like you, and 50% of our clients are home sellers. At the end of this video, if you find value out of it and you're thinking of selling for the right reasons, whether in the next 2 weeks or the next 12 months, please hit that like button. It really helps the algorithm so other people can benefit from this video too. I would appreciate that a lot. Feel free to also contact me directly and I'll be happy to talk with you directly and help you with your particular situation. Mistake number 1 is selling for the wrong reasons, because many people I've spoken with, and myself included, have regretted with selling our homes in the past. The first question I always ask when I meet with potential sellers is, why are you selling and where are you trying to move to? If they tell me they want to upsize to a larger house because of a growing family, or they want to move further away for a more affordable home, or they need to downsize to a smaller property because they're older and want less maintenance, then that makes sense. Because selling a property is expensive. You have to pay lawyer fees, real estate fees, or a mortgage penalty. It's a stressful experience, so it's important to have a legitimate and strong motivation and reason for it. Another question I ask sellers is, okay, when you sell this property, where's the money going? Because if you're going to sell and the money is just going to sit in the bank account for the next few years, you're essentially just losing money because of inflation. And sometimes people get priced out of owning another home if they wait too long. Now, obviously there are personal circumstances and sometimes people do need to sell because they're moving out of the province or the country or due to a divorce. I want to make sure you've thought about it and you're moving the money into another property or maybe into a new business or another investment vehicle. Number 2 mistake to avoid is not doing the correct pre-listing preparation. And yes, this is the stuff you hear a lot on how to declutter your home, depersonalize, remove your personal items and photos, pack away things, or throw out junk. But also, you can hire an inspector for a pre-listing inspection or walk through your home with a contractor or a handyman and look at all the things that you need to fix. Some of the most important things are making sure there are no water leaks, that all the appliances are working, there's nothing broken. And this is exactly what I do with my clients. We walk through every room in detail as though we are the home buyer and what buyers would see when they come to the property. And we make a list of all the things that we can see that need to be fixed or replaced. You can watch on my channel my other video on top cost-effective tips to prepare your house without having to spend a lot of money. The goal here is to make sure that your property is in impeccable condition so you can sell more quickly and get the top price you want. Next, the 3rd mistake I see sellers make is not staging their property. Now, 2 years ago, houses were selling within a few days, whether they were staged or not. In today's market, now in 2024, you're selling to a smaller pool of buyers who have to stick with a certain budget due to interest rate. And we offer staging as our full service to our sellers for many years. And our track record and market research show that staged properties, they would sell for 3% to 6% higher. And that is $30,000 to $60,000 extra on $1 million house. If you have a condo or a smaller house, that's still easily $20,000 or more in your pocket. That's a lot of money that you would leave on the table if you didn't do staging. For 95% of sellers, staging is a no-brainer. It's not necessarily how you would live in the property, but in the world of social media and the internet now, when people walk in, that 31st seconds give that impression of the property, how they feel, and if they can see themselves living there, and fall in love with the home. That's huge. It should not even be a question anymore for most people, and you should be staging your property, even if it's a minor stage or just accessorizing. If you have already lots of nice stuff to work with, your home would sell for more money and sell quicker, so take advantage of it with full service realtors when they offer staging and it's included. Along with staging, I would also add professional high definition photos. Not a big expense, but I cannot believe how many people cheap out on this. And agents take photos on their own phones. The photos don't have great lighting or good angles that really maximize the property. And I really cringe when I see terrible photos. And again, you just don't know how much money you're leaving on the table because the photos don't show your home in its best way possible. And now with 100% of buying seeing your home on the internet, if they don't love what they see in the pictures, they're gonna swipe and go to the next listing without even booking a showing or to come out to see your house. Not hiring a full-time agent is mistake number 4. The majority of agents sell only 2 to 3 houses a year. Many of them are part-time, or they do this for their family or their close friends. In markets that are really hot, any agent without a ton of skill could probably sell a property. But you don't know how much money you could leave on the table if you're getting an agent coming in with a lot of experience and knowledge who are not actively working every day and selling at least one property every 1 to 2 months. You really need an agent who is skilled and they can negotiate for you regardless of the market, whether it's a buyer's market or a seller's market. And you need someone that actually can give you real, straightforward advice that's going to get your property sold, not just necessarily telling you what you want to hear. Mistake number 5 is sellers not knowing the important numbers. A lot of sellers ask, what's the commission? And that's important, but really looking at comparable sales, pricing strategies, staging versus not staging, and if you're buying a new home in the same market as you sell your house. All these factors impact how much you will net in your pocket. I do this net calculation with all my clients and it's super helpful. With pricing strategy, what I always do is show you the most recent sales of the most similar comparable properties, similar size, same number of bedrooms, washrooms, same parking, and similar lot size in the same neighborhood or community. This is because what's recently sold is the true indicator of current market value. Looking at what didn't sell also tells you what price someone else already tried to sell but did not sell. 99% of the time is because the price is too high. If you're a home seller, you would want your agent to know the numbers intimately well and be able to show it to you and explain it to you that makes sense. Knowing the list versus sale price. So that's just showing you for all the properties that have recently sold, how much they get either above, right on, or below the asking price. So for example, if that number is 105, it means properties are selling for 5% more than they're listed for. If that number is 95, it means they're selling for 5% less. But take a look at the last few months of sales in your area based on your property type and location and figure out what is the average list versus sale price, because that will help you dictate the pricing strategy you're going to use on your property. The second number is days on the market. This means looking at how many weeks or even months it takes for a house to sell in your area and your neighborhood. With pricing strategy, one trend in the current market is to list it just above the market value or the most recent sold price. This shows that you're competitive and there's a little bit of room to negotiate. The other trend that we're still seeing in many areas is to list it below the market value and hold offers in 1 week. For example, your house value is $1 million, we can list it at $899,000 and hold offers in 7 days. This sends a signal to the market that you're expecting a higher price and we should get a few offers to bid the price up to what we're anticipating to sell it for. This pricing strategy is particularly effective if you have a very desirable type of property in a high demand area and it shows really well, such as with staging. The lower price will attract more buyers and a better chance for getting multiple offers That can be effective for negotiating a higher price on your home. The other number is the months of inventory in your area and your property type. Example, a typical seller's market is about 3 months of inventory. And if there's only 1 month of inventory in the market, that is an extremely hot seller's market. And that's when properties sell super quickly. A more balanced market would be 4 to 6 months of inventory, which honestly, we don't see much of here in the Toronto areas, unless the property is way overpriced. And there you have it. I hope you found this video valuable, and if you have any questions at all about the selling experience or what we can do with our clients to maximize their returns, leave me your comments below or send me a text or give me a quick call. Thank you so much for watching.